basic would have been so much easier if I could have just gone with this thing. I still got the airport ticket on it from when I flew home and when I flew to my base. If I would have had this, life would have been so much easier. And now I don't remember how to fold this thing. I just don't. So, you know. But anyways, what's going on, everybody? So this video today, I'm going to be talking about what to pack to Air Force BMT. So today, to make sure I don't forget anything, I have a list already pulled up on my phone as it is sitting right over there. And I'm going to read down the list, and then I'm going to talk about each item in depth to make sure I get this video in full detail, because I don't feel like reading off a script, a handwritten script. I want to make sure I get everything verbatim for you guys and to make sure I don't forget anything. So with that being said, let's start off this list of what to bring to Air Force BMT. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to bring with you, if any of this applies to you, college transcripts, Civil Air Patrol certificates, or any junior ROTC certificates. If any of these apply to you, you're not going to need them at basic, but you may need them at MEPS. So if they don't apply to you, don't worry about it. So a driver's license. So obviously, while you want to have that on you at all times, some jobs in the Air Force require you to have a valid driver's license because you need it for your job. And while I go out places, I don't like to show my CAT card. I'd much rather show my license because it's still a valid form of ID. So if you don't bring it with you, you're going to want to bring it at some point in the future. My advice, just bring it anyways, it's still valid. Alien card or naturalization certificates, just if it applies to you. Marriage license and any other birth certificates for your dependents. These are required to start your housing allowance, family separation allowance, and to complete the necessary application for dependent ID cards. Hand in hand, there you go. Social security card. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? Enlistment contract. This will be provided to you at MEPS after you take the final active duty oath, except Guard or Reserve, who do not take the final oath. So, as stated, that's why you're going to need it. Banking information. You're going to need your account name, a routing number, and I believe you're also going to need a blank check to make your first deposit slip. So, I think, I don't know if I was in ABUs yet, but at 0 week, one of the very first days that you're there, you're going to march your happy selves, you know, we're all smiling, it's basic training, you're going to march your happy selves down to finance, and they are going to set up your payment plan so that we can get that advance slip, that first credit card, like that advance like $500, to start paying for stuff while you're there. Cash. Rule of thumb, don't bring more than $40. Kind of speaks for itself. Any type of prescriptions that you may have. I'm going to read this off verbatim because this is a lot of information. I want to make sure I hit the nail on the head with this guy. So here we go. You will not be allowed to continue to take any prescription medication that you may bring with you. This is because there's no way to tell if you substituted a prescription for an illegal narcotic. However, your prescription will be examined by a military doctor after arrival. If necessary, you'll be reissued the medication from the military pharmacy. Ladies, this applies to birth control pills as well. You may continue to take birth control pills during basic, but a prescription will be reissued by the military pharmacy. Over-the-counter medication is not allowed in basic training. If you bring any of these with you, they will be taken away. You can take over-the-counter medication at basic, but you won't have it in your dorms. You're going to have to go to a specific place. I don't remember what it is called, but there they will give you some ibuprofen or whatever it is. You can take it on the spot and then go back to training. Toothbrushes, toothbrush tray, and a toothpaste/powder. Shampoo, again, this should be a square type bottle or a tube so it doesn't roll around in your drawer. Don't make that mistake like I did. Oh my god, that was a pain for the first couple of days until I bought new ones. Yeah, don't do that. Soap. I don't think I need to say anything else about that. Soap tray. So, kind of like a toothbrush tray. So it's like a little case almost. So just take it in there, slap it, case closed. It made my locker really messy, so if you want my advice, get a 2-in-1 body wash and everything like that. Just go hand with that. Just skip the soap bar, in my opinion. Just don't even bother with it. Ballpoint pen, black. The official list says black or blue, but you'll find out the Air Force likes official documents signed with black ink. That is factual. Notebook and paper, bring only a small notebook to take notes for the first couple of days. This is one of the standardization things. The TRA is going to want everyone to purchase their Air Force style notebook at the BX. Yes, that is true, but again, a lot of this is at the discretion of your TI, what they want you to do, but it's always best to write things down. Laundry soap. So this is only under the impression that you have a specific need or an allergen that applies to you directly. If you do not, then do not bring it with you. Shaving equipment. As touched on in the very first video I did about the Air Force, tips for Air Force BMT. If you do not show with shaving equipment, you are going to be an embarrassment and your TI is going to hate you right away. Please don't do that. Civilian clothes. So this should be enough to last you 3 to 4 days. The reason for this is because you're not going to be in ABUs right away, and then as well, depending on the circumstance and how the commander feels for that week, you're going to most likely go in transit to your tech school in a civilian attire, because you may either be traveling a far ways or a short distance. It can vary. Some people even take planes. So my advice, 3 or 4 days, nice professional clothing. Don't, as I've said before, if you wouldn't see your grandmother in it or wouldn't wear it to church, it's a no-go. Civilian eyeglasses, if required to. If you wear contacts, you are going to hopefully, if you wear contacts, they don't like you wearing them in basic, so if you have glasses, just bring those with you until you get your military issued ones. After basic, you don't need to wear them anymore. I haven't worn them since basic. I don't even know where they are. Oh well. Contact lens cases, if it applies to you. Envelopes to write home. So don't be like me and pack 30 of them. You're not going to have enough time to write 30 letters. Bring 10 to 15, enough to spare maybe for a couple of your dorm mates who don't have enough with them. So that's a good thing to do, but other than that, it's not really that necessary. Don't bring too many. And bring a bunch of stamps too for postage. So this says a prepaid phone card. Now, I don't agree with that, mainly because they pack up your phones, you're able to make a call 2 or 3 times in basic, I can't remember which, and they'll give you your phone back so you can make a call. So unless you don't have service or anything like that, which you should be fine. If not, load it up with minutes before you go to basic and you should be fine. Brushes or combs. So I'm assuming this is mostly for females. Guys, you will be buzzed. Yeah. Underwear. Guys, enough to last 3 or 4 days. By Thursday, Friday of the first week, you'll be issued your 6 pairs of good old whitey tighties. Underwear. This is for the ladies. You'll be required to purchase your underwear at the BX. Too many different styles / sizes to issue it. However, you will receive a monetary allotment in your paycheck to cover the cost. If you are a hard-to-fit type, you may wish to purchase your underwear before your arrival. As I'm told, the selection at the BX for females isn't all that great. You'll want a couple of white sports bras and about 4 regular white bras. You may wear any kind of colors of panties you wish, but remember the rule about standing out: be conservative. So, again, that sounds pretty accurate to me. I'm not a female, I would not know, but that sounds like a pretty good rule for them to go out to for my ladies, because of the fact that I'm a man. I don't know much. Sanitary supplies for my females, again, napkins or tampons, your choice. I recommend only bringing a few if you expect your menstruation within the first week, as there will be a couple opportunities to purchase these at the BX. Makeup, again, for my ladies. You are not going to be allowed to wear makeup during basic training until graduation day. At the time, you'll be given an opportunity to purchase what you need at the BX and given instructions on how to wear makeup properly, conservatively in military uniform. I recommend you leave your makeup at home and buy what you need at the BX at the appropriate time. Any makeup you bring with you will be locked up in your civilian clothes and not returned to you until prior to graduation. However, remember, if you don't bring it, the TI can't dump it in front of everyone and yell at you for having it. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty good rule. I'll go with that. Hair bands, bobby pins, etc. for my females. Again, gals don't get their haircuts unless they want to during Air Force basic training. However, while in uniform most of the time, you must wear your hair in such a style that does not protrude past the bottom of your uniform collar and does not interfere with the wear of the hat. For most gals with long hair, that means tying it up in a bun. Hairpins, bobby pins, etc. most closely will match the color of your hair or be clean. Nylons or pantyhose for my females, again. You won't need these until the final week of training, so unless you're hard to fit, I would recommend purchasing these at the BX. If you bring your own, purchase the nude color. Watch, not mandatory. I would definitely bring one. Oh my god, my watch was my best friend at basic. I bought the BMT Rolex. Wish I still had it. It broke in like the 3rd or 4th week. I was really sad. So I'm going to go over a list of things to at least bring, things to not bring in a mandatory items list. Let's go over these things again. So mandatory item list for all trainees: laundry soap, ballpoint pen, shampoo, deodorant, toothbrush, toothbrush tray, toothbrush paste and powder, notebook and paper, shower shoes, yes, soap, soap tray, civilian eyeglasses, contacts, white socks, male specific items: shaving equipment, shaving cream or electric pre-shave lotion, brief style underwear, not boxers. Female specific items: sanitary napkins / tampons, bras, sports bras, hair bands, bobby pins, underwear, brushes or combos, yummy combos, and nylons and pantyhose. 6 weeks of training is when you will wear them. And now, let's go to things not to bring. I feel like I shouldn't have to even bring this up, but you'd be surprised at how dumb people are, so we're going to cover it anyways. Not saying any of you guys are dumb, but people are dumb, so, you know. Alright, knives, guns, wow, brass knuckles, or anything that may be used as a weapon, which is technically anything but literal weapons. Dice, playing cards, or anything that may be used to gamble. Yeah, don't do that. Magazines, books, crossword puzzles, or any other media that is not of a religious nature. Cigarettes, dip, lighters, or any tobacco products. Large photo albums, a few photos are permitted, but space is limited. Very, very limited. Material that is pornographic or can be considered questionable. Any over-the-counter medications to include vitamins and supplements, as we covered about that earlier. Aerosol spray of any kind, hairspray, deodorant, starch. Now, usually you won't even get past the planet with that, but if you're just, say you're getting on a bus there because you live in Lackland, or live in San Antonio, I'm sorry, then yeah. So now we're going to go over optional items. Envelopes, iron, towels, stamps, cotton balls, spandex shorts, starch spray such fabric finish, batteries, nail trimmer equipment, watch, sewing kit, calling card, foot powder, white socks, shaving items. Now when I say shaving items, that's for my females. Stationary supplies and running shoes. So guys, that's the video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will leave the link to all of my sources down in the description below. I also advise watching Kyle Gott's video. He did a much more in-depth video on actually having these items. Unfortunately, I do not have everything on me at this time. But nonetheless, I still feel like I should make this video just so there's more information out there for all of you guys, because some people just aren't good at doing research, and that's totally okay. So with that being said, I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And also, I'm going to be doing a Q&A, hopefully in the future when I get enough questions. So from now on, any questions I get in the comments, I will not answer. Just leave in the comments. You either put hashtag Q&A or just say answer in the video, or just leave a comment. I will put it when I actually do the next Q&A. Up until that point, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you all next week. Bye.